Okay, so we're here once again in Mining Simulator 2, and for today's video we're going to be using the biggest team in the game. Now these won't be exactly the whole biggest pets in the game, because I think it's going to be pretty boring me just going out getting the biggest pet in the game and then making 11 of those and making them all massive. So instead we're going to be getting some different secrets, putting size 2 on all of them and see how much it'll break the game, how weird it looks as well, and just everything else. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. So as you can see, we do indeed have 11 of each of the pet enchants for the size 1 and 2, because we do of course have 11 pets to equip, and this will be the team that we will be using during this video. As you can see as well, because we have that 11th slot, it does kind of go off the screen, but that right there is an Omega one. We'll also be using a giant robot, chocolate sundae, a captain's curse, a 100M trophy, a royal doggy, Atlantic titan. We'll also be using the dark champion as well, and the dog cat, which is shiny by the way. Also the duality, as well as the mega shard, which I think will probably be the biggest one out of all of these. But yeah, let's just get straight into it. We're going to go ahead and equip this team right now. Hopefully that's actually equipped. It has indeed. And yeah, let's just jump straight into it. So first of all, we need to make all of these size 1. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. We'll start off with the Omega one, as that is right down at the bottom. Boom, that one is now finished. And what we can also go ahead and do is actually unequip, well, as you can see right now, they're all already here. And as you can see, with size 1, the Omega one literally isn't even bigger than the royal doggy, which is kind of crazy to see how just slowly over time these secret pets have been growing. But yeah, let's go ahead now, get size 1 also on the giant robot, like so. Where is the giant robot? It's already somewhere. Yeah, there you go. It was already managed to be hidden inside of the royal doggy, but again, with that size 1, it is just about managed to make itself just about as big as the royal doggy, which is kind of crazy. Next up we have the dog cat. This again will probably be one of the bigger ones, and yeah, as you can see, a very big pet, because it is basically just 2 pets smushed together. Massive pet already so far, and I can already see this thing breaking as well. They're already clipping inside of each other. The chocolate sundae really didn't grow that much. It's not really the biggest pet in the world, but honestly still pretty cool to see it right there. We'll go ahead now and get the captain's curse. This is definitely going to be one of the bigger ones. As you can see, absolutely massive, already towering over absolutely everything so far in our team. Next up we have the 100M trophy, and as you can see there, boom, just about making it as high as the dark champion and the Atlantic titan, even though this thing is technically on the ground as well. But one thing as well, I wanted to see if the actual Omega one inside of this thing would be able to get nearly as big as the normal Omega one as well, so we'll have to check that out as well near the end of this video. Next up we have the royal doggy, probably one of the biggest ones in the game right now, as you can see. Just growing up, boom, there it actually goes. I didn't think it grew at first, but yeah, now it's definitely grown. Way bigger than the giant robot, which is already just about kind of just going inside of it for some reason. But yeah, 4 more pets, the Atlantic titan next. Boom, as you can see, that instantly grew. Very big pet indeed, and this thing is honestly going to be just so big. I'm going to leave the mega shard till last, because I think that might be the biggest one out of all of these. Next up though, we do have the duality, and where even is this thing? Here it is, just about making it in there. Of course, again, it should be the similar size. I'm pretty much the same size as the dog cat, to be honest, so it's a good thing that they're on the side of each other. Next up we have the dark champion. This will of course remove power 3, but I'm not too bothered about it. And boom, again, it's going to be kind of rivaling for its own little space over there with the Atlantic titan, which is just kind of crazy. And last of all, we have the ancient mega shard. Right now it has been engulfed in all of these pets, but let's go ahead and give it its own size, and boom, it's just about poking out between the captain's curse and the royal doggy. The royal doggy is definitely going to be causing all sorts of problems and clipping. But next up we have the size 2, so let's get straight into it. The Omega one, boom, literally, did that thing even grow? I'm not even sure if that thing grew. If that thing grew, then honestly it is absolutely tiny. The Omega one is literally one of the smallest pets, and probably even is actually the smallest secret pet in the game. Next up we have the giant robot. Will this thing actually, you know, grow up a little bit? Just about poking one eye through the royal doggy and the Omega one. Absolutely tiny thing as well. Next up we have the dog cat. This thing is going to be absolutely massive, and boom, that thing is really big now. Probably the biggest secret pet in the game, along with the duality and any other sorts of like dog cat things in the game. Next up we have the chocolate sundae. Again, not exactly that impressive with the size of it, but is actually kind of holding its own between the duality and the 100M trophy. Then we have again the captain's curse, absolutely massive pet, and honestly, as you can just about see, it looks like it's got some fire eyes there with the mega shard wings clipping into it, and that looks absolutely insane. I wish that was actually like a whole feature of the pet. Next up we have the 100M trophy, and boom, as you can see, that thing is absolutely massive right now, and I genuinely do think that Omega one sitting inside of the trophy could actually be as big as the normal Omega one, considering the fact that it's so tiny. Then we have the Royal Doggy, again probably one of the biggest ones in the game right now, and yeah, as you can see, the giant robot just about getting its face decals clipping through there, and also its mouth, and it's just about poking out through the bottom of it as well. The Royal Doggy is absolutely massive. Then we have the Atlantic Titan, again another absolutely massive one over there, just about, you know, clipping through all of the Dark Champion. And then we also have the duality, again we've seen it on the dog cat, the Dark Champion as well. Just honestly, this thing over here is an absolute abomination. This whole thing is an abomination, and I am literally squeezed right now in between all of these pets. And then of course we finish off with the Mega Shard, and as you can see, this right here is one of the biggest teams in the game. I think realistically, if you have something like a full team of Captain's Curse or a full team of Royal Doggies, then you will definitely have the biggest team by far. But yeah, this thing is an absolute abomination. If you see this thing sitting around anywhere whilst you're hatching eggs, just run, because you're going to get squeezed in like I am here right now. Honestly, I don't even know where I'm going when I'm sitting inside of all this stuff. I'm going to try and head towards the mine. I think this is the mine here, and if we're mining down, because yeah, that thing is absolutely creepy. You're just kind of mining down, you turn to your left and you just see a massive green dog cat face staring right at you. Yeah, definitely terrifying. But this is one of the biggest teams right now in the game, and as you can see, literally just blue screening because we are literally sat inside of the cat side of the duality. But yeah, absolutely insane. This thing is just stupid, and this whole size stuff is just absolutely mental. The duality and the dog cat really do, you know, just kind of make it extra creepy with them being so big right next to your face. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.